Microsoft has finally done it. They have closed their $69 billion purchase of Activision-Blizzard-King nearly 2 years. Is that how long this has been dragging out for? Makes sense why it feels like it's been absolutely forever then. The UK's Competition and Markets Authority approved an altered deal where gamers within the European Economic Area, so that's the EU plus 3 other countries, who purchase current and future Activision games will have the right to stream them on whatever service they want, while Ubisoft will hold the cloud gaming rights to current Activision games and those made over the next 15 years everywhere else.
What?
Huh?
What?
This means that while Microsoft will own the games, they will have to get permission and pay a license fee to Ubisoft in order to add them to Xbox Game Pass or any other streaming service.
Why Ubisoft?
I am sure that somebody knows that, but it isn't us and it isn't anyone in our chat.
What?
Can I just put on my tinfoil hat for a second here? Is it that maybe Ubisoft? Okay, hold on. Now I'm trying really hard.
I really don't get it because someone's like, Ubisoft is French and this is a European thing, so maybe they found a French gaming company. But isn't like a massive percentage of Ubisoft owned by Tencent?
I mean, I don't know. This makes absolutely no sense to me whatsoever. I mean, everything about it. The fact that this is a 15-year thing. I mean, Microsoft is a company that thinks in 10-plus year terms. This makes effectively no difference as far as I can tell. Like, yeah, it's a short-term inconvenience, but in the long term, Microsoft will just own all of those IPs and all of the streaming rights because there's no way they're going to renew this deal.
Here's a spicy question. Would you prefer Microsoft or would you prefer Tencent? Because they're both trying to accomplish the same thing. And no one really seems to talk about the Tencent side of this, but everyone's super pissed about the Microsoft side of this. And in my opinion, if we're going to be super pissed about it, we should be super pissed at the whole thing.
Well, yeah, I mean, we talk about consolidation in general terms, and I don't think anyone's happy about Tencent having their fingers in just about everything.
Everything. It's like way worse, in my opinion.
The Logitech G Cloud was something I was really surprised to find a Tencent end user license agreement in, and I talked about that in my review of it. I'm sitting here going, sorry, what? I have to agree to a Tencent license agreement in order to turn on this device? I don't know if that's the case anymore, but it definitely was when I did my review.
Yeah, I don't know.
Ubisoft has the increase in game. Yeah. A number of companies wanted the cloud gaming rights for Activision Blizzard games and had to essentially pitch the Competition and Markets Authority in the UK. The interview-like process meant the CMA picked out the companies that would work best with its concerns over cloud gaming, and then it was up to Microsoft to ultimately decide on which company to restructure its deal with. Okay, so there was a process here, but it doesn't make it feel any less kind of...
It still seems weird as heck.
Roundabout and whack.
Yeah.
Do we use the word whack still?
I don't know.
I think it's whack.
Yeah.
This whole thing.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah.
It's whack.
Yeah.
You can quote me on that.
Yeah.
The Microsoft, Activision, Ubisoft three-way thing here, it's whack. So, in summary, Microsoft will own the games, but they will have to... Oh, no, I already said this. Presumably, Europeans will be limited by what service has made available, but then logistics... Okay. The FTC, however, says it is still planning on challenging the acquisition and will be submitting an argument to an appeals court in December. According to the terms of the now finalized, but I don't know, the FTC might challenge it, deal, Activision CEO Bobby Kotick will remain at the company until the end of this year to facilitate a smooth transition, after which he's set to leave. So at least Luke gets one of his big asks, which is to get Bobby Kotick out of Activision-Blizzard-King.
That's great.
In other news, Sony has announced that they are launching a PS5 cloud streaming service later this month, though at launch, they're launching PS5 cloud streaming later this month, though at launch, these titles will only be available to stream on a PS5 console. Which titles? Okay, I don't know. My notes are a little weird here. Microsoft, meanwhile, currently controls an estimated 60 to 70% of cloud gaming. Our discussion question is, in an industry where console gaming is becoming less and less important, is Microsoft's expansion into cloud gaming a genuine threat? So first of all, I think console gaming is actually still very important, and so does Microsoft. But it is also very clear that Microsoft sees cloud and console gaming as things that go hand in hand, because a console is one of the best understood by the general consumer ways of getting a cloud streaming device into someone's house and hooked up to their TV.
Yeah.
Yes, Microsoft's expansion into cloud gaming is a genuine threat. They're the only credible player that has a significant foothold in the space. I mean, Stadia disappeared. Luna. When's the last time Amazon Luna crossed your mind?
I barely even remember that existed.
Well, it's not in Canada, so that might be one reason. Like, I wanted to do a video on it recently.
I've heard of this.
Yeah, here, Luke laptop screen. Yeah. Amazon Luna, cloud gaming service, Sonic, and whatever that is. Oh, that's probably Fortnite. No, I figured it out.
You got there.
Yeah. So Ubisoft makes another appearance in this topic.
Yeah.
That's something.
Jackbox games are fun.
Yeah, but really, that's one of their 4 highlight things that I'm sure if they had 6 highlight things, they would have populated those other 2 spots.
There's definitely some aspirational space here.
Yeah, the Prime Gaming one, not even having 8 titles.
Oof.
Now I'm looking to see if there's any duplicate ones across here.
B?
Actually,
what
doesn't look like.
B
I don't
game?
know.
Sorry, I need to see what this B game is.
Does it have Jerry Seinfeld?
Why does it look like Netflix? B Simulator?
Does the B date someone? Like,
local PvP. What?
Metascore 58.
Oof.
Yeah, that's.
Did they display that? Was that interesting? So they. Hey, you want our games? They're junk.
Wow,
you want them?
This is a B tier game from 4 years ago, and that's on the front page.
Oh my!
Really, you're not going to acknowledge that at all?
What? Oh, that's pretty good. That took me a second. No, that was good. It was good.
Oh, are you still poking around in there?
I was, but I don't think it's really worth it, to be completely honest.
B tier.
Hey, you want to play every single Ubisoft game that are all the same, but with different skins on them?
Oh, okay. Are you still poking around at it?
No, I'm just salty about Ubisoft.
No, Ubisoft has other games.
Oh, do
wow.
they? Which tower simulator game do you want to play?
Okay. Oh, this is just in alphabetical order. This makes sense. That is wow.
That seems like a bad way to do that.
It really, really, truly does, doesn't it?
Wow.
I mean, Far Cry. I haven't played one since the second one,
Creed
but sure.
are like exactly the same, just with skins. That's the comment I was making.
But Monopoly is different.
Monopoly is different.
Monopoly is just too close to real life now, though. I don't think people like playing that game anymore.
Yeah, it's a little depressing.
Wow. Ubisoft doesn't have that many games.
They have Watch Dogs, and they have Far Cry, and they have Assassin's Creed, which are all the same thing.
Is Ghost Recon still relevant at all?
It's the last time I played it, I angrily refunded within the 2-hour window.
Really?
The last Ghost Recon I played, yeah.
Okay.
I disliked it quite heavily.
All right. Fair enough.
I don't remember why. I think, was it this one?
Is it because you're a salty gamer?
Was it Wildlands? No, because I thought I was for a long time. And then a few recent games came out, and I was like, maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm not the one who's wrong.
There's a lot of Ubisoft published titles that are definitely not in that list, which is interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I know people are actually pointing out in chat games that are not there. But hey, you can play Uno.
You can definitely play Uno. And there's Trackmania, and I've actually heard a lot of very positive things about Trackmania. I've never played it myself.
But the thing is, if there's only that many games, aren't you better off just buying those games instead of signing up for a subscription service?
He's baiting me right now. I think that's true anyways for like a multitude of reasons. It's also better for the developers in a big way.
But then you have to buy a computer instead of Amazon Luna, which is very popular, I heard. Actually, I mean, you know what? No, I would love to know. Are any of you using Luna? Do you like Luna? Like, are these servers just empty and therefore the quality of service is super high? It's possible.
Oh, they can feed everybody like 200 megabit a second because nobody's using it.
Yeah, exactly.
Speaking
right?
about servers being empty, can I make an appeal really quick to the developers of Battlebit?
Oh.
Please. You gotta change the map selection thing. It's so bad. It's so bad, I am determined this is why players are leaving. This one feature. The map ends. You vote for a mode, and then you vote for a map. But for some reason, it just doesn't care what anyone votes for anymore, and you can't necessarily pick for the game mode that you want. So certain people only want to play a particular type of game mode. I personally like Conquest because it's more of the old school Battlefield style where you have all the different vehicles, all the different things are in the game. It's more fun, in my opinion, for me. But I can't vote on it twice in a row because they hide it for some reason if you just played it. And then even if the whole lobby is like, you know what, we want to play this specific map or this specific game mode, it'll just be like, lol, I don't care, and just randomly select something else. And they've had a huge player drop, and they release like a new map and some other stuff to try to offset it. I don't think that's going to change anything because people can't play what they want to play.
This is exactly the same problem that I had with Halo Infinite.
Yeah,
there wasn't even in Halo Infinite, they didn't even pretend that there was a way for you to say what modes or what maps you wanted to play.
Yeah.
You just now you can pick modes more easily. I don't know. I think you're still just stuck in a map rotation, but it was incredibly frustrating. It just feels like gaming has taken some significant steps back. You youngins out there, did you know that you used to be able to just go into the server browser, sort by 24/7 dust, find a server that was not empty but not full, and double click it, and then you would just
be playing dust,
play D-Dust
as much as you want,
as long as you want. And then
I used to play Badwater in TF2. I would just search 24/7 space Badwater.
Gold Rush for me, but sure,
whatever works.
Like so you know what I suspect is that the playtime is longer if you force people to play maps and modes that they don't really care about and grind them in order to get a bigger dopamine hit when they actually get the one they want. If I had to guess, I would say that's what's happening
in
here.
my opinion, to follow that up, I think it might be short-term gain, long-term loss.
I think so too. I think you're right.
Because it's dreadful to dive into that. So maybe, you play for a long time because you're like, I really want to do this one thing. And then you can't do it. And you're like, I really want to do that. So you stick around until you can do it. But then you look at
And when the new shiny comes along, I think you're easier to pull away.
Yeah.
Because you can't just play the game the way you want to play it.
Yeah.
It's so frustrating.
And like it kills me, man. Because there's only, I don't care. There's a particular way that I want to play Battlebit, and it's gotten to the point where we spend a very significant amount of time hunting for the ability to play the game that we want to play it, and it's just a massive percentage of the time it's just ripped away. Because even if the whole lobby, you can watch it happen. You'll play a Conquest map, and then this will be a whole group of people that is like, yep, we want to play Conquest. So the vote thing comes up. And if Conquest is available, it wins by votes, or you'll watch it happen. It won't even be available for whatever stupid reason. So everyone clicks random, hoping to get it, and then it just picks something different, and then everyone leaves. You'll see the load into the next map. You'll see it'll be full, and then just everybody's just whoop, because now everyone's trying to hunt for the server that they actually wanted to play on again.
Yep.
It's like, man, come on. I think it's killing the game, and that sucks because Battlebit is really fun, and I feel like it's going to die because of this. So I just please save your game. And I think that's the reason why it's dying. I could be wrong. I don't know what I'm talking about ultimately.
Yeah, I mean, look at him. I mean, if he could build a successful online business, then he'd have more to show for it than this shirt.
Yeah.
What color is it, Luke? Tell us, Luke.
Non-official blue. Non-recognized blue.
Convoy83 put this pretty well. Luna is of so little importance, work can't be bothered to block it at the firewall. And that seems to be the prevailing sentiment.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, apparently from the people who have used it, it's decent, and most people have just never heard of it, and it seems to be kind of a redheaded stepchild at this point, and that no one at Amazon seems to care about it. I mean, that kind of checks out, given that one of the highlighted games they have on the homepage is a rando game from 4 years ago.